Well, you did it. Great work. You're now halfway towards that virtual $500 black box. The hardest part is over. You've seized this golden money-making moment. You're here for the black box, and the truth is, it's super easy to get. We're going to give you a taste of it right here on this page. In fact, you can just consider it an appetizer, a mouth-watering flavor fest of wealth as proof of what we're saying. Let's make one thing clear. When it comes to this black box, you do nothing. The system does everything. We've taken advantage of one of the most powerful forces in e-commerce and designed a black box that gives you the power to call the shots. What's our playground for this strategy? Amazon, the monster. Please understand there are so many transactions happening on Amazon constantly that even if you siphon 0.1%, well, that's like taking a cupful out of the Nile River. Nobody would ever notice a cupful missing. It won't make the river less strong, and the water is certainly not going to stop flowing. But your bank account will know. It's called the Amazon effect, and here's how it works. Recently, the Amazon effect has caused a huge disruption to the retail market, both online and offline. Malls, shopping centers, they're scrambling to combat the Amazon monster. What are they doing? They're installing kiddie playgrounds, spas, even museums. Anything that could possibly draw a crowd so that they can compete with the ridiculous amount of exposure and variety on Amazon. But there is no stopping this monster. Instead of competing, we found a way to harness the power of the biggest money-making monster in history, making it work for us and our clients. We tap into this beast of a business and reap the rewards of this huge e-commerce giant that sells over $26.5 million per day. No other business does that. $178 billion in 2017, growing at a rate of 23% a quarter. Amazon is taking over the world, and we're taking over Amazon. Our clients are making $5,400 a day, $7,000 a day, $10,600 a day on Easy Street. Why? How? Because we have a back door into Amazon, a stealth system where you can virtually sneak in completely unnoticed and legally start funneling that $178 billion into your bank account. What do you have to do? Absolutely nothing. That's the power behind this black box. I said it can make you $500 a day, but the reality is your income is unlimited. As long as Amazon's growing, you'll be growing. As long as Amazon's making billions, you'll be making, well, I'm going to show you. First, what's the name of this black box? Point-to-click profits. Point-to-click profits feels and looks like magic, but really, it's like a backdoor on how to make millions off of Amazon. There's nothing like making money before your morning breakfast. And after a while, you won't even have to make that breakfast yourself. But I'm sure you've heard all this before, so instead of me telling you, I'm going to let some of our clients show you how Point-to-Click Profits has changed their lives.
$1,400 in 3 days.
I'm at over 6,200.
1,000 the first day?
Over, I think it's 5,000 this week.
I sent you guys a screenshot. I don't know how you guys do it.
Day 1, 500.
Over 3,000 in 4 days.
Over 10,000 last week.
I guess the thing I love most about it, besides the money, is how easy it is.
In less than an hour, I had a sale.
I wanted to make the video because Amazon reached out to me yesterday.
Now I'm getting paid every day, and all I do is click that button.
For me, it's been even more than 500 a day.
With that kind of automation, it was a no-brainer. You just keep clicking the button.
The automation is at a level that I just haven't seen before.
I tried ClickFunnels, Shopify, Lead Pages, Kajabi.
Amazon is so huge, and this just kind of inserts itself in there, and you get paid, but you don't have to do any of the hard work.
Never got these kind of results.
I'm up to over 10,000 a week.
How do you guys get this much traffic? I could copy and paste all day.
And the numbers are just unbelievable.
It's like you took the perfect business model and turned it into a button.
3,000 in 4 days.
Day 2, 800.
This is just clicking a button.
Thank you guys so much.
Copy, paste, and click.
Look, point-to-click profits is the best product out there because no matter who you are or where you're from, no matter what kind of computer skills you do or don't have, I don't care if you're from Bangladesh with a degree in computer programming, or if you're from Zimbabwe and don't even know how to answer an email, you can do this. That's why I automated everything. You don't need to worry about who's buying what and when did it ship. The system handles it. You don't need to communicate with customers who ask silly questions. The system handles it. You don't need to track down your massive payments because you guessed it, the system handles it and you get automatic deposits directly into your bank account. The Point-to-Click Profits app does it all, just like pushing that black box button. Jump in and let this black box drift down the massive Amazon river of profits, taking you with it. And you should feel pretty damn good about yourself because you don't have to miss this money-making opportunity. And after all your searching, you've finally found the one online system that actually works. Listen, there's 2 things I know. 1, my point-to-click profit system works, and 2, it's going to change your life. Look, the black box is real. You don't need to know what's inside it. You don't need to know how it does what it does, and you won't believe your eyes when you see the money pouring in. I struck oil with this system when I uncovered a way to adapt the massive sales generated by Amazon and make it so that anyone with point-to-click profits can siphon out huge profits. I'm talking ridiculous amounts of cash funneled into your bank account daily. And anyone in this business knows when you strike oil, you keep drilling until it's dry. And that's where this little black box shines, because Amazon is nowhere near dry. I took my proven system and created the Point-to-Click Profits app. Together, the strategy and the app are a virtual carbon copy of the system that helped me create my fortunes. I did it, and now it's your turn. But don't just take my word for it. My bank account will tell you, and not just some lame screenshots. I'm going to go ahead and log in live because you can't fake that. These are daily deposits into my bank account directly from my point-to-click profits. Now here, this is where you can see daily payments, $2,100, $5,000, the day before, $7,655, $3,400. And again, these aren't lame screenshots that can be faked. This is the actual website. When you've got money coming in like this, you don't need to fake anything. And I've got even more, okay? How about screenshots from my actual clients? This is a real life snapshot of someone's effortless earnings using my strategy. Here's another, and another, and another. I can't give you more or better proof than this. This is 96 hours of zero work. This person signed up and made $730 his first day with 0 hours of actual work. These are real people, and this is a real revolution in online e-commerce. This is like the gold rush in California. People are hearing about this and flocking to this site. Money's being made. So far this year, I know 20 people that have become millionaires. And I know it sounds outrageous, but it's true. Millionaires. They're no more experienced, talented, or capable than you, but they do have their own point-to-click profits. They were in the right place at the right time and took the right opportunity. Just like you, you're at the right place at the right time. You know, I don't know how many stories you've heard in this industry of, a guy uncovering secret technology and giving it to the people, like some kind of Robin Hood, right? Stealing from the internet and giving to the poor, yeah, whatever. There's 1,000 stories, of how a software program or an app made a group of early adopters rich. But I'm not here to spin a tale like that, guys. I'll let the screenshots do the talking, okay? Because these are real encounters. These aren't just stories. They're people, their lives, and lives changed. The cool thing about it is that it shows us life can change and does. Right place, right time. If you haven't had success online, it's not your fault. You've been set up to fail by a bunch of phonies, self-proclaimed gurus who promise the world and don't deliver shit. They've been sucking off this system, selling shells of programs for years now. Whether it's, a petty pyramid scheme or a magical weight loss pill, it's all the same. Just a bunch of posers. Everybody selling everybody else's BS, and what a clusterfuck. I went to one of those events to meet some of these supposed gurus. What a bunch of wannabes. All they do is talk about theory without actual real statistics, nothing that you can really measure. I couldn't spend another minute with any of them. Look, I'm not some fake guru hiding behind a stock photo. I'm just a regular guy who's made a lot of gains online. This is me and my family. We moved to Malibu about 6 months ago after I perfected my point-to-click profits app, and it has been one hell of a ride. My wife stood by me from the beginning. She was there with me when I first developed the system. She was there with me when I made my first sale. When I finished programming the app, she was there every step of the way. And she was there when I bought my first Ferrari. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are yet to make an honest dollar online, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're getting to experience this product. I want to welcome you to a new world and a new lifestyle. Here, we make dollars on day one, and we do it over and over. Personally, I love turning people into believers. I enjoy nothing more than seeing a skeptic make $1,200 a day doing nothing, and then emailing them saying, yo, remember when you told me this was all bullshit? Remember when you told me it wasn't possible? Well, 4 words for you: point-to-click profits. I don't know how long this site's going to be up. I've had 2 Amazon reps asking me to please take it down or close the doors, or at least tell them how I do it. Now, I didn't put limits on the profits, but I did put a limit on who can access it. We've got to draw that line at 500. That means only 500 point-to-click profits will launch. So get it now or forever hold your peace. I have to limit it because, well, I guess you'll see once you get inside, but basically, this isn't just one business. Once you're in, you'll have access to multiple businesses all running simultaneously. You may need a win, and if you need a win, you're in luck. I'm Charles McAllister, and I want to show you something. I want to show you what kind of lifestyle is possible with point-to-click profits. You've already seen my Malibu beach house. In the winter, I like to visit a little cabin I bought free and clear with my first month's profits. It's just a cool spot to get away and unwind, do a little fishing. For New Year's last year, I took the family to Dubai. If you've never been there, you have to check it out. Crazy parties. And I'm not just gloating, guys, or rubbing this in your face. I'm showing you what I do with my money. And, I don't know about you, but I can't watch another video by a so-called guru with the personality of a poodle, bouncing back and forth, talking circles around you about a pathetic program while, you're all the while driving around in their sports car or, sitting on a multi-million-dollar yacht. They look like they just won the lottery. But then you find out the car was a rental. The yacht or the mansion was actually a rental or someone that they knew. And the girl that was in the video, well, we all know what she was. Some people tell you, some of these so-called wizards of the web, claim you need a website to bring in profits. That means you need lots of technical training or money to hire people, right? Wrong Personally, if I want to maximize profits, I don't need a URL. There are 6 million transactions a day happening at Amazon.com. 6 million. Why would I limit myself to only getting sales from my own site? The days of relying on a URL to bring in profits are long gone, my friend. We're making money on the money that's being made. It's already there. We just scoop it up. How would you like to tap into $8 billion in sales? Beyond this button lies a business that's tapped directly into Amazon's purchase flow, giving you the ability to make money on the millions of transactions happening every day, all day. My idea was simple. Piggyback on the biggest mover and shaker on the web. Get in under the radar. That's how internet marketing has always been done successfully. Hitch yourself to the whales, the ones that are making the big moves, rather than try to garner a click or two here and there. I distilled the process down to the point of purchase, analyzing who makes purchases, who's profiting at the point of checkout, where are most purchases made, what's the value of those purchases. And do you know what I came up with? As of a couple of years ago, most purchases by far are made online. And where online? Amazon. Amazon is many times larger than the biggest offline marketer in the world, Walmart. And that includes their online store as well. Compared to Amazon, Walmart is Rhode Island and Amazon is Texas. That amount of sales volume allows some amazing opportunities for folks like you and me. And I've simplified everything. You don't have to have a place. You don't have to have a product. You don't even need a pitch. It's literally push button simple. A simple 5-step setup, and then you hit go. And you're in the money to the tune of $500 per day at the absolute least. I promise you that much. You can do this setup in your sleep. Then you'll start to siphon. I hope some of you guys are non-believers, skeptics even. Maybe even so cynical you'll buy it just to prove it doesn't work. Guess what? I'm not worried. I made this product for people like you. That's why I set it up, for you to make money in your first hour. I want to silence the doubters right off the bat. I don't get any refund requests. Why is that? Because in that first hour, everything changes. Everyone turns a big 180 from skeptic to preacher, haters to mascots in 1 hour. And you know what's crazy? When you change someone's mind about something like that, I can't tell you, they become the most driven promoters. These guys obsess over it. They can't stop talking about it. Now, here's why you have to watch this video all the way through. Are you strapped for cash? Well, I've got some good news. Point-to-click profits pays for itself within the hour, making it essentially free. Let me remind you, I'm not selling you some complicated algorithm or some virus-ridden program or lame websites that you have to create content for and spend weeks or months working on. But I get it. You want to make money. You just don't want to spend money to do it. Neither do I. That's why we built this system, so that the machines do the work for us, and they do it for free. My team and I have a mantra. We make the system so we don't do the work. When Amazon makes updates, so do we. When Amazon finds more sophisticated ways to make money, so do we. Just like the little fish swimming with the giants. We're the little fish. Amazon is the whale. I was like anybody else trying to make money online. I was always between jobs. I was always up late looking for ways to crack the system. Once I did enough research on Amazon, it became clear to me. Nobody else came close. I started to watch Amazon, watching purchase trends, finding out who buyers were, who sellers were, just obsessing over what's happening to commerce in our country. I tried something. I tried a simple backdoor technique. I was making more in a day while I wasn't at work than when I was at my day job. And that grew pretty quickly. It was fast, it was furious, but most importantly, It was automated. At some point, I was making so much money that I had to be careful really with my spending because I didn't want people to know what was happening. I thought, someday it's all going to come to an end. I didn't want to tell people I've got this cool thing that makes me all this money and then have it not work the next day, right? Just in case it stopped. I felt like it was just too good to be true, but it didn't stop. And after gaining so much experience with Amazon, now I know how to keep it from ever stopping. In fact, my business grew so much that it wasn't long before I was eating lunch with Amazon executives. They wanted to know how I did it. That might sound crazy, but when your name pops up for, 3,000 purchases a day, you get on their radar. That could happen to you too. I was making so much money, I almost couldn't keep track of it. After I made my first $1 million, I fulfilled a lifelong dream of owning my own plane. I got my pilot's license and I fly this baby everywhere. After I hit 5 million, I got a new house. Nothing crazy fancy, because who knew how long it was going to keep up. I kept things pretty tame. But the money I made up to that point wasn't even the half of it. Going on a date with my wife, my phone was, going buzzing all night long. She thinks I'm cheating on her. I tried to tell her, it's just sales. What do you mean sales, she says. I told her, I know it's crazy. I just set this thing up, but money's being made on purchases that are already happening. She was skeptical. She was there with me. She helped me out when I first started, but she couldn't believe that it worked so well. I just smiled real big and showed her my phone. One thing about this strategy is it's new. Nobody has it. I'm the only one teaching it, and that means there's very little competition. To my knowledge, it'll be you and the other 499. And if there's ever a point that you need help, if you don't know what's going on or just have some questions, our people are there to help. We've got a support team that knows how to help you get set up. They're paid very well. They all sign non-disclosure agreements. They're not allowed to use the system themselves. They're just there to help. Sometimes, no matter how easy something is, you just need to talk to someone. You just need to have somebody to, talk you through the steps. And that's what these guys are there for. I do have to remind you, though, that I'm maxing this out at 500 members because I take every one of you as serious as a heart attack. That maxes out capabilities for support. And, just to be honest, I don't want to train any more staff. I have enough to handle as it is. I'd rather less people and more success than more people that are just, endless nameless faces and having less success because they can't get that intimate help. 500 is the most that we can take and keep the quality where it's at. Look, I've been saying this from day one. Let's say you buy this product and in the very rare event you're not happy for whatever reason, you get your money back. You can go about your life just like before without missing a beat. Since I started this business, I have always given the best guarantee. I'm the one that started the 60-day guarantee. Nobody was doing 60 days. Everybody was doing 30 days or 14 days. They were afraid because if you give someone 60 days, they'll have time to know, if you're full of BS. People in the industry started copying me. They started offering 60 days as well. I want to give you the time you need. The time that you can decide for yourself if this product is for you or if it isn't. I give 60 days because I'm not worried if you return it. I put myself on the line. I put my name on the line. But it gets crazier. I'm going to give you 60 days to try the product. And if you return it, I'll give you your refund. Hell, I might even take you out to dinner to find out why you returned it. I can't imagine why anybody would return a black box that makes money. And this is almost as simple as that. Now look, two things happen when a golden opportunity presents itself. Some people take advantage of that opportunity, they seize that moment, and they change their lives forever. Other people are almost motionless, almost like they're in a straitjacket. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. They don't even know what to think. They just clam up. I know that look. I see it in everyday interactions. I can see it with my kids at the park. I can tell you in 2 seconds who the opportunity takers are and who are the opportunity fakers. You know, this day, it can go by just like any other day, just like the day before. Nothing changed, nothing ventured, nothing lost, but nothing gained. But you have to understand that a golden opportunity does sit before you right now. Some of you already feel it. A little of the brain tingles, right? Telling you, hey, this is it. This feels right. This makes sense. And it does make sense. And some of you may be making excuses for yourself. Why you feel like it's not a good decision. Telling yourself, oh, it won't work because you're too dumb, or it won't work because you've got terrible luck. None of that is true. For you, I've got 2 words: screenshots. And you know as well as I do that with the new ad policies, we can't even show you these if they're not documented and verified. I mean, aren't you tired of not being able to treat yourself to anything? Tired of making excuses? You know, why you didn't buy your wife a nice spontaneous gift? Why you never go away for the weekend? Being broke, man, it's depressing. It bogs you down. It's like the world's way of belittling you. I couldn't accept it, and I wouldn't, and you shouldn't either. I know so many people making real money, and they're no different than you. And let me tell you, not everybody using this system is smart. I don't mind saying that. That's the beauty of it. The hard part is done. Now you just dial it up and plug it in. I always dreamt of being able to surprise my sister with concert tickets to her favorite band. I got her some VIP backstage tickets and she flipped. They were expensive, but when money just doesn't matter anymore, you can do those kinds of things. You know, I'm a car guy, so I had a dream car. Since high school, man, I wanted a Ferrari. So when I was able, I made sure that that wasn't a dream car anymore. It's my real car now. You can create that kind of life for yourself, and we can do it together. We're going to make more money and have more fun doing it than anyone you know. And I can promise you that. There's a button below, and that button, think of it less of a button and more of a remover of burdens. Okay, the moment you click that, all your concerns turn into carefree moments. All those stresses, they'll just seem to slide off your back, because when you join our squad, when you join our team, we take everyone to the top with us. So rather than waste another minute, join the ranks, become a member. We're looking forward to meeting you. Click the button below, take that first step towards a new lifestyle, or forever hold your peace. No more complaining about being broke. Okay, enough talk. Now's the time for action. Make your move, click the button, and make yourself some money.